It's raining today, Tuesday. It rained yesterday, Monday. I have a need to be cared for. And I give very little. I give micro care. And when I get a hug and a gentle hand on my shoulder from my son Finney, it's so healing. But he can't because he has to go to work. He has to sleep away for work, so I came all this way. I landed on Saturday, and he picked me up at 7:30 Saturday night. And we had an hour before his friends came, and I fell asleep with my jet lag in his bed. He would turn 22 on Sunday. I came for his birthday and Mother's Day on the same day. And it's so painful in Norway. I'm in so much pain in Norway. And there is nothing but abuse and abuse and abuse in Norway. So I used the very last of my money on a plane ticket to come to Chicago. And I was afraid that he wasn't comfortable with me coming because he's living with his father, my ex-husband. He's so much pain. No. This is my diary. There's something really wrong with the world when a 55-year-old adult mother cries like this after a lifetime of abuse by her government and all the people that were supposed to love her, and the only person in her family that doesn't chew her out when she says, "Ow, that hurt me. Ow." It's my son, Finian. The only kind soul in my family. My Julian has left his life and he's not staying in touch. It's been 3 months now. My Finian son is now 22 and 2 days. And we got to spend Sunday afternoon together, Mother's Day and his birthday. So beautiful, beautiful weather. We went to a park, we picked up some things for a picnic, a nice pico de gallo, hummus with tapenade, pita. We got some turkey, got some cheese, we got some baby carrots, some cashews. And we sat in the park when I was so happy. And I didn't recognize myself in the mirror that evening. I was so happy. I was so happy Sunday night. I spent time with my son. And then Monday morning he had to go to work. And I let him know how sad I was that he didn't have a choice. I said, I'm not saying this to guilt you or pressure you into taking the day off. I understand you have to. And that pain as a mother, that he can't spend time with her when she comes across the ocean. 24-hour travel. He can't spend time with her because he has to go to work. And he's far away, so he has to sleep over out there with work. And then he's working all day Tuesday, and that's the day. And I'm just waiting to see him for a little bit before I go back to Norway. And I don't want to go back to Norway. I don't want to go back to Norway. I want to be around my child, my son. I want to feel his eyes on me, and I want to feel his hand, his skin on my hand. I'm so awful. And they say, life is not fair, suck it up, get over it. You cannot marry this kind of pain. It's gonna give you cancer and what's worse. You gotta express it or just cry. For he can't do anything about it, right? I can't do anything about it. They're just killing our children. They're killing their life Jews. They're jailing them for money. And they're not giving them an alternative. And I'm not wealthy. I can't buy him free. My brother doesn't talk to me. He's so mean to me. Everyone is so mean to me, and I'm so much pain, and I'm trying to defend myself by being tough and angry, and they just pound me while I'm dying inside with Junior's pain or not being helped, and I'm not being helped. Not by my family, not by my government, and I'm begging for help. I've had to buy 2 hotel nights. Is this life a good life, Is this worth living? Why? Yeah, it's so dark, isn't it? It's so dark, and everyone's just like, oh, I just want to, enjoy myself here, And everyone is so cold. And I don't believe anything anymore that's in my head about the world out there. I haven't seen the war in Gaza. I haven't seen a bloody child with bandages, blown to pieces, heads cut off. I haven't seen any of it with my eyes. I've just seen films and pictures. Is it true? All that horrible things going on. I look at this, and there is nothing horrible here. Does this look like America? A bunch of crazy Trump supporters and fucking assholes running out. Does this look like that? What do they want us to think? This is too much. People are going crazy. They're killing each other and nobody cares. Nobody cares about mothers in pain. Nobody cares about children in pain. And who runs this world? Who says it's like this? And then I get ice cold inside. Because it's not a mother who's calling the shots about who goes to work, when, about what time it is. Military time. Those fuckers invented the second, and you think it's always been there. So what do I say to my son, Finny? Do I share with him my utter pain? And make him feel like there's nothing he can do? Or do I protect him from my pain? Yeah, I do. But I'm gonna show it to his father. His father who impregnated me. Twice. He left me for dead afterwards. What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with here? It's so evil, it's so dark, it's so dead. It was death. It was to kill the love between a child and his mother. I'm sorry, Juju. I'm so sorry, Julian. I'm so sorry for all your pain and all your longing, and where's Mommy? Oh. You know what he told me? He was 4.5 and his brother was 2.5, and their father took him away from me. Stole them. And put him on an airplane from San Diego. I took him to his mom that he hated for some very, very bad reason, because something his father had said. And there's in the third floor, late October 2004, they arrived in an apartment. Grandma's there. Mom said she was going to be there in 3-4 days to come visit. And then she comes 3, 4, 5 days, or I can't remember, but I come. I think it's Halloween, I can't remember. And I visit with them. And then I have to go. And then I don't come back for another 3-4 weeks. And they are clearly, like, you know, when I arrive, they look very, very different. And we have a very nice few days together, and then I have to go. Their dad doesn't want me there. I had a massive nervous breakdown after severe psychological and verbal abuse. Years. First my mother, then my first husband. Yeah. 2-year-old and 4-year-old Julian and Finn sitting at a breakfast table in San Diego, Pacific Beach on the sunny morning, eating. I had given them something, and I had been on the phone with my dad in Norway. I'd been on the phone with him, and then making food for the kids, and then my husband was gonna go, and he was getting really riled up about something, I don't know what, and all of a sudden, right next to 2-year-old Finney and 4-year-old Julian, my angels, my husband, their father, screams at me with hatred and disdain in his voice. Nasty, nasty killer energy right towards me. And he screams, "You fucking bitch, you fucking disgust me." I don't know, I'd done something that, rubbed him the wrong way. And my sons, they look in shock at me, at their father, at me, and I sit down between them and I put my arms around each other's little shoulders. And I say, "I'm so sorry, you guys. That is not how a daddy treats a mommy. I'm so sorry." And then I turned to Tim and I said, "You need to go outside and leave." And that was not the last attack that summer. So I eventually got out. I had to leave. He wouldn't stop. He's killing me. In his desperation over not being able to make ends meet. He was not able to handle the financial stress, demands. Summer 2004, it was a recession in San Diego. We were in marketing and there was no money, and he took it out on me. He tried killing me because he was not able to make ends meet. He pushed me out into the working world. And he said, "I'll look after the kids. You go get work." So I did. And I said, "Well, it's getting dry in San Diego. I gotta go up to Los Angeles." I went to Hollywood. The super creatives are. See if I can get some creative work. And he attacked me again. Energy, He didn't hit me or kick me or stab me with physical objects. No, he did it with energy, hatred, frustration, anger, what do you want to call it? It was hate. It was pure evil. And I'm not saying all this, to get back at him. I want to share with you what men and fathers are capable of doing in this modern world that we're living in now. And Julian grew up with a very authoritarian father who did not talk about him missing his mom. He hated me, and I hated him. And he squeezed me out of my kids' lives, and he mistreated my kids. The stories that they told me every weekend, every month when I came for 5 days. Oh, I put Band-Aids on their gaping wounds. All alone. You see, I've been abused since birth in Norway. I had a very sick mother who was abused by her mother in her childhood and adored by her father. So my mom loved a man. She loved she loved the father of my children, as he was stealing them. And she kept loving him. But It's hurt. It's hurt. You feel the bitterness in my voice. I feel the bitterness in my voice. So I gotta stop this looking back at the pain. Feel it to heal it. All this pain I've been talking about, all this, have I heard the birds once? I don't think so. I've been conscious of the birds. I've been conscious of the pain. I've been engulfed in the pain. Should I go back to Norway and feel my heart screaming for my sons? Should I stay here a little longer? I got a very, very, very small disability. Approved finally after a year or 10 years in Norway. On Friday, so I don't have to do anything. I don't go anywhere. But I'm homeless. And my son lives in his father's house. And his father said to me yesterday that I could stay one more night, but he'd like to get his house back. And I'm grateful for the two nights I got to stay there. Yeah. But it hurts, you know. The cold, the hurt, the ego hurt. Yeah, bitterness. So I gotta bury all of this, you know, just bury it all. And walk away. Turn a new leaf. Yeah. Try again tomorrow. But tomorrow morning, he said he could drive me to the train. I asked him if there was any chance he could take any of these 3 days off. And I'm so grateful for the life he gave me on his birthday and on my Mother's Day on Sunday. Those hours. Precious. Precious. It's so precious. And I'm gonna leave that. And do what? Make a life for myself. Yeah. Wander the earth alone. Knowing my kids are out there somewhere. Also walk on the earth. Free to think, but not free to do. Free. You can think about your freedom. You can dream about your freedom. What it would feel like to be able to do what you want to do every day for the rest of your life. And I can sit and wait for him for 2 days or 2 months to get an hour or 2 with him. Oh my God. While my firstborn son is missing and nobody understands my pain. And nobody understands my pain. Finn has a sense of it. He has a sense I don't feel right now that 8 hours with my son is enough. I don't see when, you know. I need care and love, and the only person who can do that for me now who knows me, is Finn. Everyone else has hurt me so much. I ain't calling this when they come close, you know. I don't know like that. Yeah. I don't know. You know, it's just that something happens. I hear something inside my brain and I just go, yeah. You know, do you give up? No. Don't give up. You try. You ask. You could even beg. I begged my husband to stay home with me on Tuesday morning. I was dying after his last attack on Monday. And I screamed in my pain that he had done it again. After I'd opened up my heart and we'd been given a new chance after 13 weeks of pain. He did it again. Ruthless. Argumentative. Over ideas and political views that I have in the midst of my pain. He felt like arguing and belittling me and telling me how wrong I am about my viewpoints. I screamed. Pain. I cannot believe I did it again, you know. I went back to him again. And he killed me again. Yeah, the abuse. What do? You have to remove yourself, your physical body, from the abuse. So I've told my husband now that I will not spend time alone with you for the time being. I will talk to him with facilitators or therapists present, but not alone. You know, can that be repaired? What do you think? Are you guarded then for the rest of your time together? You want to love, but you know, you hold back a little bit because it's going to hurt. You know, so you're like, yeah, I just kind of love you. Just not enough that's going to hurt. Yeah. So what can I do? Would I ask for help? The father of my children? Yeah. It's his responsibility. I don't have very high hopes. But I might have enough money to get myself a teeny tiny something nearby. Half an hour pain. Pain and processing. Do I feel better?